because Coach Yusuf Bazigi, we all know the standard the man has. You can't take anything away from the man. But I mean, what does he stand to lose if he even win this cup or win this trophy? Nana Joe Adakwa, all eyes will be on the man. His tactics, systems, and formation should work today.
Okay, so you heard from Navadina there. Quickly, let me go to Gifty before I come back to you and take your prediction. Gifty,
right.
The pitch is looking so good.
Yes.
It's in the best of shapes. Remember that the game that they played in the Women's Premier League final at the Medina Astroturf, it rained. So most of the players complain about not having the best of conditions. The pitch today is in superb condition, and the atmosphere, the weather itself is conducive for women's football. What kind of game should we expect?
I'm expecting a very nice and amazing game. And individually, I know they are going to do so well because, as you said, the weather is looking so beautiful, and we have a very bigger atmosphere today, and there are a lot of people watching, and this is the way to sell ourselves. So I actually wish that we enjoy the game at the end of the day.
Okay, so we enjoy the game at the end of the day. That is what Gifty Ayu is saying. And now I'll put you on the spot. First 45 minutes, what should we expect? Who do you think would have the upper hand?
I think Hassacas might be up 1 goal, but then seeing Mavis, Owusu, and then I think Ophelia starting together, I might not be surprised if they also get a goal. So let's say that there's definitely going to be a goal in the first round, first half, but who is going to score is the problem.
Okay, Gifty, walking past us was Janet Eji, the defender for Hassacas ladies.
Right.
She was full of smiles, so you can see that there's one thing we are not going to miss. That is the battle between herself and Ophelia of Ampem Darkoa.
Right.
So, what are you going to look for in that battle?
I know, since we have a very bigger pick today, I know definitely it's going to be tough for both of them because they're not going to have it easy because we have a very bigger pitch today. And I know Janet Ejiri is still going to keep doing her job, and Ophelia too will be also doing her job. She'll be trying to find her ways. But I am expecting something amazing from both players today.
Okay, so how important would Doris Bodua be to this Hassacas side? Remember that she scored 2 goals when they played in the Women's Premier League final. How important would she be today?
Very important because
and I'm asking that because of the set pieces that Ampem Darkoa conceded in the first game that they played at the Medina Astroturf. How important would he be?
Well, this is the girl that has been scoring not just from the free kicks or even long range. I have seen her score a couple of goals. This is the girl that I would say that is carrying the team on her shoulders because all the goals that Milo scored in the league were in the first round. At the point in time, it was Veronica and then Doris Bodua who took the mantle, and then they were moving with it. So I think in this setup, if there's any player that Ampem Darkoa should look out for, they should be fearful of, I think it should be Doris.
Okay. Now, Gifty, in the first leg, they conceded from 2 set pieces.
Right.
That was like the Achilles heel to that team, the Ampem Darkoa team. Today, they are coming up against the same team. And obviously, they are going to utilize the set pieces. What should Ampem Darkoa do to prevent Hassacas from scoring?
I am pretty much sure they've already rewatched the game that they played last Saturday, I think if I'm correct. And I know Ampem Darkoa is really going to work on it because from the look of things, we all realize the mistakes that they did to concede those goals. So I hope their coach works out, and also I think Hassacas will also come out probably with a different mindset. It's not going to be the same because coaches, they also watch the game afterwards and realize the set pieces that they need to win their game. So yeah.
Okay, now looking at the atmosphere here, it's pretty charged. You can see that the ladies are here in their numbers. What does this mean for women's football in general?
Well, I think anywhere you go, when you see 100% the stadium is full, you see almost 80% women. This is what they do. They know the players inside out. They know that this is our people. We need to support them. But you also know that they are here to support either Hassacas or Ampem Darkoa ladies. I'm so excited that these ladies are here because they know that next season or 2, it might be their turn. Now, we can also see from the stands that we have the newly formed U15 team. They are also here. So they can learn something from whatever is going to happen on this pitch. Let's see. you hear the shout from the fans. It is not only when Art and Kotoko are playing that you hear the fans roaring. Just be there and then you see what these girls will be seeing.
Okay, so you've heard from my ladies. They are full of smiles. I mean, everybody is eager to watch this game. Thanks to Nabadina and Giftia. You will be back after the first 45 minutes. We are definitely going to analyze that 45 minutes. We are handing over to our commentators, Esther, Abankwa, and Aisha. They will take you through the 45 minutes and we will be back to analyze the game.
Thanks a lot, Mutala. Hello, good afternoon to you, to our viewers across the country and beyond, and of course to all those seated at home, and to those who have made it here to the Accra Sports Stadium. Good afternoon and welcome to the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup. Once again, it's another final that involves the two finalists of the Women's Premier League, and it's between Hassacas ladies, who will be facing it off once again against Ampem Darkoa ladies. I am Esther Abankwa. I will be your commentator for the day. I'm here together with
Aisha Zakaria Ali. Esther, is good to hear you. Another final involving the two teams that we have covered last week, Saturday. The interesting part is that today is not raining, so let's see what will happen.
There were two teams involved, Hassacas ladies as well as Ampem Darkoa ladies, are being marched onto the pitch by the chairperson of the Women's Premier League Committee, and the person of Hilary Boateng. Is the two familiar sides. They met last weekend at the Medina AstroTurf. They are here once again this time around at the nation's Wembley. It's the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup. For the first time, these two sides are meeting at the Accra Sports Stadium, a different venue, whereby each of the sides would be hoping that this time around they manage to get the trophy. Last weekend, Hassacas ladies managed to win at the expense of Ampem Darkoa ladies. They overhauled Ampem Darkoa ladies by 4 goals. Ampem Darkoa ladies once again are here in order to ensure that this time around they do not allow themselves to be swayed again. Alicia, what are your expectations for this game?
Well, I'm expecting a good game, obviously. Expecting a game that will be exciting compared to last week. What we saw was an exciting game, even though it rained. But then today we are playing on a natural ground. We are playing on a big car pitch. This is the Accra Sports Stadium, where even the Black Stars of Ghana, the players, when they are playing, some of them, they are afraid because the stadium is quite big compared to the Medina AstroTurf. So for these two teams, we are looking forward to an interesting game, considering the fact that this is the finals for them. And Darkoa ladies are going in hoping to win a trophy for the season, hoping to win the FA Cup for the first time. And then you have Hassacas ladies also hoping to win for the first time and hoping to make history, being the first team to win a double in the season. So it's going to be an interesting game. In our midst, we have the rep for women's football in Ghana, Madam Habibata, greeting the players, and the coach of the Black Queens of Ghana, Messi Tebo. This game promises to be very, very interesting.
If it's interesting, then we indeed are going to find out in the next 90 minutes. Once again, if you just tuned in, you are watching the live coverage of the Women's FA Cup, and it's coming your way live on Max TV Ghana. It's a grand finale of the Women's FA Cup that involves, once again, the two finalists of the Women's Premier League. They met just last weekend. It wasn't an easy ride altogether for Ampem Darkoa ladies. This time around, it's a different pitch, a different turf, with different atmosphere. The rains have not destroyed anything. They haven't marked so far. We are having a very good, I would say, weather that is conducive for association football. But what will be the outcome of the results? Don't forget, Hassacas ladies are looking forward to become the first side to win a double so far as the women's tournament is concerned in Ghana. And this time around, it's not going to be an easy thing altogether for them, because they are coming up against a familiar foe, which is Ampem Darkoa ladies. It's a natural turf. Last weekend was an artificial one. This time around, it's a natural one. And let's not forget the fact that this happens to be the 7th final that Hassacas ladies are going to play today. And indeed, there they pose in the camera with the captain of the side involved. And it's Janet Ejiri on the other side for Hassacas ladies. Whereas the match officials for the day involves a strong women who are there to ensure that they officiate for things to work out very well. Gloria King will be our match commissioner for the day, and the referee is going to be Homi Mansa, as well as Alice Chaku will be the assistant referee one, as well as Mary Tay, and then Salifu Barikisu would also be the fourth official. So it's not going to be an easy thing altogether. We have it here in our numbers, the supporters who are here to cheer their respective teams on to victory. Who would it be this time around? Will the Hassacas ladies be able to get the double at the expense of Ampem Darkoa ladies? Is the coach of Ampem Darkoa ladies in your shorts, Nana Adakwa, who had his tactics wrong last weekend and will be hoping to get his tactics right this time around for this grand finale of the Women's FA Cup. And we have the various referees ensuring that they inspect the two posts involved for things to be in order and to avoid any sort of thing. So these are the teams involved. Aisha, last weekend we had an avalanche of goals. Do you think we are going to have a similar thing this weekend as well?
As I doubt, because after the game I spoke to Coach John Nana Adakwa. He mentioned that his players let him down because of the fact that if you look at the goals they conceded, it was through set pieces. So he said they are going to work on it, and I am sure that he has done that, because if you concede 4 goals through set pieces coming against the same team that scored, I mean, I'm hoping that he has learned, but I am not looking forward to getting another 4 goals here. The highest number of goals that I'm expecting should be 2. Probably against Ampem Darkoa ladies again. Why? I don't think Ampem Darkoa ladies, they have the antidote to stop the likes of Veronica Apia, the likes of Janet Ejiri, the likes of Marlot Abinapokwa, and the likes. I mean, you can make a case for them that you have Comfort Yeboah, who won the Discovery of the Year for the Women's Premier League. You have Ophelia Sewa Mposa, who won the top scorer. But then they were there last week and they couldn't. But let's see. Hoping that Ampem Darkoa ladies, they will not be humiliated like we saw last week. A reasonable and a respectable scoreline will be enough.
Well, getting a respectable scoreline as against that of last weekend. Don't forget that Hassacas ladies have played 5 finals in the Greater Accra region, and they've played 1 at Elwak. In your shorts is the coach of Hassacas ladies. You see Bazigi, he is the coach of Hassacas ladies, one of the experienced coaches in the country, both in men and then women football. Hassacas ladies have played 5 finals in the Greater Accra region, of which all have gone in their favor. They played 1 at Elwak, 2 at the Accra Sports Stadium, 1 each in Tema, and then the recent one in Medina. And they've not lost in those finals. Their only loss was outside Greater Accra region. And they are here once again with another final, hoping that they will be able to annex this trophy as well. Well, the results will be determined in the next 90 minutes. But who walks home with the bragging rights as the side that is indeed the stronger one so far as women football is concerned? And the referee has whistled for everything to begin here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Who goes home with the trophy? It's the Women's FA Cup, and if in case you just tuned in, you are watching the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup. It's coming to you live from the nation's Wembley. It's Accra Sports Stadium. Ampem Darkoa ladies are playing against Hassacas ladies, and just in less than a minute of proceedings, Sonia Pokua, who happened to be the most fouled last weekend, is at it again, and they've had another set piece advantage in the half of Hassacas ladies. What would they be able to do this time around? Don't forget today, Grace Banwa still remain in post for Hassacas ladies. Hassacas ladies are in green and white. Grace Banwa will be in post for them. Quenbell, as well as Janet Ejiri and Regina Entry are expected to marshal the defense of Hassacas ladies. It's an advantage in favor of Ampem Darkoa ladies, but they couldn't utilize it. Once again, it's a set piece that Hassacas ladies are trying to ensure that they mount an attack. on the defense of Ampem Darkoa ladies, but they seem to be quite in control, trying to hold on to the ball. Well, Milot Opopua had been fouled. She's gotten an advantage for her side, Hassacas ladies. So, to go through our lineup once again, those marshalling the defense of Hassacas ladies are Janet Ajiri, Quimbel Amankwa, as well as Regina Entry. And to those in the midfield are Evelyn Bedu, Doreen Copson, as well as Azuma Bugri. And in attack are Comfort Owusu, Veronica Apia, Doris Wedua, Milot Opokua. So Yusuf Bazigi is going with a 3-3-4 formation. Whereas Ampem Darkoa ladies, it's a set piece that has been taken in, but they couldn't get anything out of it. It was Doreen Copson who took that particular set piece for Hassacas ladies. Those who would be or are starting today for Ampem Darkoa ladies in post, they've changed their goalkeeper. This time around is Evelyn Yabua, who is in post for Ampem Darkoa ladies. Last weekend, Banwa ended up conceding over 4 goals, and today she has been rested. Justice Twenebua, Mawua, Comfort Yabua, Abena Anoma Opoku are those that would ensure that they marshal the defense of Ampem Darkoa ladies. In midfield will be Patience Kudok as well as Otre Presla. Those who will be striking for Ampem Darkoa ladies are Mavis Owusu, Ophelia Sewa Amponsa, Sonia Opoku, as well as Nyakbeka. So Coach Nana Adakwa is going with a 4-2-4 formation. Back to Zakaria with 4 minutes of action.
Yeah, Esther, as we expected, interesting game so far. 2 set pieces, 1 for each side. If you look at Sonia Opokwa, who just has been fouled, you notice that the only goal that she scored, she brought them actually to the finals. I mean, Sonia Opokwa, we saw her last week, her excellence, we saw her how great she has been in the season. So it's not surprising. And the Milot Opokwa too for her side, who has been dominating the midfield. So it has been an interesting game so far, looking at both sides. I mean, they got here thanks to the big teams that they have eliminated. I mean, Hassacas have eliminated Police Ladies, who has been to the finals and have won already. So we are hoping to see more great games.
If we are hoping to see more this time around, there's a goalkeeper of Darkoa ladies who has just of Hassacas ladies, Grace Banwa, who has just taken the kick. The ball is now in the half of Ampem Darkoa ladies, and it's Doris Bedua with the ball, trying to locate her teammates while she seeks support. But Sonia Opoku has gone for the ball. It's now in the midfield. A midfield battle between the 2 sides involved. A throwing advantage, well taken, but now the ball is with Ampem Darkoa ladies. She tries to locate her teammates, but the solid defense of Hassacas ladies have it once again. Today, Hassacas ladies are using just V-back, which means that they would be seeking forward to rely on their strikers for the goals. And it is your lady in shorts who happens to be in heart of midfield for Hassacas ladies, Evelyn Bedu, who was fouled over there. The ball is in the possession of Hassacas ladies, and it was Penval Amankwa who was trying to locate Milot Opokua, but the ball had been repossessed from her. It's a throwing advantage, and it's going in favor of Ampem Darkoa ladies. It's the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup, and it's coming to you live from the nation's Wembley. It's Ampem Darkoa ladies who are facing it off once again against Hassacas ladies. They met last weekend. It was an avalanche of goals. But it seems like so far so good for the 2 sides involved. They are trying to ensure that they do not throw away caution. It's an advantage. Hassacas ladies were trying to mount an attack, but now it's a throwing advantage going in favor of Hassacas ladies. These 2 sides are very familiar with each other, and they happen to be the sides involved that seem to have dominated the women's football scene for some time now. And the referee has whistled as an advantage going in favor of Ampem Darkoa ladies. It's a throw in. It has been taken quickly, but once again, it has been cleared by Doreen Crofson. Hassacas ladies trying to ensure that they get a double over Ampem Darkoa ladies. And Ampem Darkoa ladies are indeed ensuring that they do not allow themselves to be swayed once again. It's over 6 minutes of action here at the Accra Sports Stadium, and it's still remain goalless between Ampem Darkoa ladies and Hassacas ladies. Aisha.
It seems like the game is a battle in the midfield. So if you look at the midfield, the two sides of the midfield, it's being dominated. Sonia trying her best for her side, and then you have Evelyn Bedua from Hassacas ladies who's also trying to make sure that the ball doesn't pass by them. It has been great so far, and my only disappointment will be with Hassacas ladies. Set pieces like this, good advantage like this, then you have somebody, you need somebody who is fast. Evelyn Bedua always seems to be late to the party.
It was Hassacas ladies who were trying to mount an attack on the defense of Ampem Darkoa ladies. And it was no other person than Doris Bwedua who threw in and was trying to locate Veronica Apia. But however, Hassacas ladies, Ampem Darkoa ladies managed to clear it off from their defense. Doreen Crofson had taken in the ball, but the referee has whistled for an advantage in favor of Ampem Darkoa ladies. The two sides are meeting once again, and this time around is at the Accra Sports Stadium, the nation's Wembley, where these two sides are seeking to ensure that they annex the Women's FA Cup trophy. But would it be easy for the both sides involved? Sonia Opoku, who was there trying to mount an attack, and she was trying to find her teammate Mavis Owusu. The ball is now in the half of Ampem Darkoa ladies, but they've managed to clear it off from their post. Ampem Darkoa ladies here trying to at least hold on to the ball to ensure that they probe and then get a better result this time around. It's a throwing advantage going in favor of Hassacas ladies, and it's the ever potent defender of Hassacas ladies, Janet Adriu. The ball is now with Ampem Darkoa ladies. She tried to seek for support, but it has been cleared off the half of Hassacas ladies. Almost 10 minutes of action played here at the Accra Sports Stadium. It still remains 0-0 between the two sides involved. Hassacas ladies facing it off with Ampem Darkoa ladies at the Accra Sports Stadium. A throwing advantage quickly taken in, and referee has whistled for an infringement for Hassacas ladies. They managed to utilize well the set pieces that they had last weekend at the Medina AstroTurf. Will they be able to do that again this time around at the Accra Sports Stadium? It's Milot Opokua who is behind the ball for Hassacas ladies and will try to do what she does best by giving an incisive kick into the 18-yard half of Ampem Darkoa ladies. But it has been clear. Sonia Opoku with the ball, the prolific striker of Ampem Darkoa ladies, trying to launch an attack on behalf of Hassacas ladies. But she couldn't hold on to the ball, and it's a throwing advantage going in favor of Hassacas ladies. If Hassacas ladies manage to win today's encounter, it will be the first time that the FA Cup will be won by a non-security service club. Previous champions of the FA Cup have been police ladies and prison ladies. What would be the outcome? Sonia Opoku with the ball. She has been fouled, and referee whistles for an advantage in favor of Ampem Darkoa ladies. 11 minutes of action. The most fouled player in the final of the Women's FA Cup in the Women's Premier League And she's been fouled again once in the Women's FA Cup Grand Finale. Evelyn Bedu. Referee has whistled for an advantage in favor of Hassacas ladies. Aisha, it seems like today the two sides involved are trying to be very cautious so far as their playing is concerned.
Yes, especially Ampem Darkoa ladies, considering the fact that the mistake they made last week caused them 4 goals. So today they are trying to be a bit cautious, not to commit the same mistake, because once Hassacas ladies get the set pieces, they will score.
If they are trying not to concede as many crucial set pieces as they did last weekend, but would they be able to also work on their scoring abilities as well? It's so ironical that it's a counter-attack, Evelyn Poku with the ball, but Evelyn Yabua makes that crucial save for Ampem Darkoa ladies. Sonia Opoku with the ball now. Evelyn Yabua was not imposed last weekend for Ampem Darkoa ladies. She's back in post today, and indeed, the save that she made proves that she's here to help her side. Aisha.
It's a great save by Evelyn Bedu, but then a very disappointing shot by Marlot Abinapokwa. A striker like her, you expect that she will do better with this chance. This is a once a lifetime chance. You don't miss it. She played the ball as if she was giving the pass to the goalkeeper. Obviously, she will catch it.
And she indeed caught the ball. The two sides involved. Hassacas ladies playing against Ampem Darkoa ladies. Last weekend it was an easy ride for them. As early as the 30th minute of the first half, they had already scored 2 goals. And it's almost 50 minutes of action. The scoreline still remains 0-0. These two sides are very familiar with each other, especially with the coaches involved. Coach Yusuf Bazigi for Hassacas ladies, one of the well-experienced veteran coaches in the country, as well as Coach Nana Adakwa on the other side for Ampem Darkoa ladies, who is also an expert in his own field. They come up once again. Sonia Opoku with the ball. She dribbles past you, trying to locate her teammates. But Janet Edry, I just love her for one thing. Her potency in the heart of defense for Hassacas ladies. Aisha.
Janet Edry is our #1 defender in the country. Even in Africa, she's considered one of the best defenders in Africa. Obviously, you put her against Ophelia Sewa-Nkwansa and the 17 girl. Experience-wise, Janet is ahead of her.
It's the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup, coming to you live from the nation's Wembley. Accra Sports Stadium is the venue. And it's the final between the two finalists of the Women's Premier League. Hassacas ladies facing it off squarely with Ampem Darkoa ladies. Don't forget that so far as women's football is concerned, in terms of the Women's Premier League, the FA Cup, the Super Cup, and the NC Special Competition, 3 finals have been produced. And it's only Hassacas ladies. It was only during Hassacas ladies and Fabulous ladies game that ended in a stalemate, and it had to be decided through a penalty. Would it be the same narrative in today's encounter, or the narrative will change? It's a corner kick advantage well taken into the heart of defense of Ampem Darkoa ladies, but Evelyn Yabua is there to clear it off and then to put her side on this. It's a 50-50 ball, but Grace Banwa will take no chance at all. Aisha.
Grace Banwa, another experienced goalkeeper for Hassacas ladies. She's crowned the best goalkeeper in the country currently, so obviously she's experienced and she's very, very confident.
She exhibited her confidence at the highest level last weekend. She had a very good field day. Will it be the same here for her? Hassacas ladies are now with the ball. Evelyn Bedua was trying to find Milo Opokua, but it was intercepted by Sonia Opoku. It's now a throwing advantage going in favor of Ampem Darkoa ladies. It's quite difficult to tell whether the two sides involved are sort of tired. Their level of intensity, how they probed, and how they managed to ensure that they rest the tempo of last weekend's final. I don't know if it's because it's in the early hours yet, but we've not seen that same tempo as we saw last weekend. Aisha.
We have not seen it because of the fact that Medina Ashrotep is smaller compared to the Accra Sports Stadium. Accra Sports Stadium is big compared to Medina Ashrotep. So going up and down, obviously, they might be a bit tired of, some of them, they are not used to these pitches. Some of the players, this is their first time playing on this pitch. So obviously, they are getting familiar with the pitch. Not quite surprising that they are still to find their rhythm.
Let's see if they will be able to find their rhythm before we reach the half. So far, the Accra Sports Stadium, Janet Adreze, who took the throwing advantage for Hassacas ladies. However, it's now another throwing advantage for Ampem Darkoa ladies. Ball taken in. Kwembel Amankwa with the ball. Sonia Opoku has been able to intercept the ball. We should be able to launch an attack on the defense of Hassacas ladies. However, her pass. Ampem Darkoa ladies are still with the ball. Janet Adreze clears it. And the referee whistles for an advantage in favor of Hassacas ladies.
I mean, it's good that it wasn't nothing serious, because I was laughing because knowing Janet, she cannot go down that easily. So, I mean, she got advantage for what she wanted, so she got it there.
The stout and good defender that you can rely on at all times, on all match days. Janet Adreze. Milot Opokua was trying to tease Atre Prisla, who wouldn't entertain that. And as such, she has been fouled.
I mean, you have Marlot coming up against Prisla Otru, experienced at Black Queens. She started from under 17, under 20 to the Black Queens of Ghana, played in Europe with experience. Obviously, Marlot wasn't expecting to have it easy when you go head to head with Prisla Otru.
It's an advantage going in favor of Hassacas ladies, but they couldn't create that kind of creativity that they had last weekend, and it was Doreen Copson who had the ball for Hassacas ladies. Evelyn Yeboah, it's a goal kick advantage, and Evelyn Yeboah is there together with Abena Anuma Poku. It has been played into the heart of midfield. The ball is now currently with Ampem Darkoa ladies. We're trying to mount an attack.
Esther, quite disappointing from Ophelia. A good run. I was expecting her to do much better with that opportunity, but she played it right into the hands of the goalkeeper. I was thinking she would go for the option of the second post if the goalkeeper was closer to the first post, but then she decided to go for the solar project and then it's a wasted opportunity.
The execution was very poor, and it's so unlike and so uncharacteristic of Ophelia Sewa, the prolific striker who managed over 17 goals in the Northern Zone so far as Women's League is concerned. Her goals managed to push her side to the finals of the Women's Premier League. However, on the D-Day, she was unable to replicate the same performance.
Well, we have Evelyn Bedu, who is getting treated, and then we also have, that was her, and then Peterson, the relation, and then Peterson seems to be holding her head. Hopefully it is nothing serious, and she has eyes on her head, so I think she's good to go.
And it's Coach Nana Adakwa issuing instructions to his girls. He's so determined that he wouldn't slack as he did last weekend, that resulted in an overhaul for his side. On the other side is Coach Yusuf Bazigi, who is also issuing instructions to his side, reminding them to put in the same intensity, determination, zeal, and enthusiasm as they did last weekend. Evelyn Yabua today is the #1 goalkeeper for Ampem Darkoa ladies. It's now Myla Opoku there with the ball. Sonia Opoku heads it back, headed once again back into the half of Ampem Darkoa ladies. And Ampem Darkoa ladies are ensuring that they do not make those crucial and critical mistakes that they made last weekend. She was trying to clear the ball from their half, but the ball ended up with Kwembel Amankwa, who was trying to locate her teammates, but couldn't do so. It's now an advantage going in favor of Ampem Darkoa ladies. It's over 24 minutes of actions here at the Accra Sports Stadium. It's the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup, and it's live on Max TV Ghana. It's Hassacas ladies who are facing it off with Ampem Darkoa ladies here at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Oh, Malon, support! Malon!
Hassacas ladies are trying to mount an attack on the defense of Ampem Darkoa ladies, who have managed to clear it off. Janet Adre with the ball. She manages to find Kwembel Amankwa. Kwembel Amankwa is also trying to locate Veronica Apia, who was nowhere near the ball, and it's now a goal kick advantage going in favor of Ampem Darkoa ladies.
Well, Esther, I think Kwembel Amankwa, who came in to replace Faustina Edu, who was injured last week when we watched her, she scored the first goal, so she was injured and then today she couldn't play. Kwembel Amankwa replacing her. I think she's doing wonderfully well in the midfield for Hassacas ladies.
Sonia Opoku with the ball, but she has been dispossessed. And it's now a throwing advantage going in favor of Ampem Darkoa ladies. It has been quickly taken. Sonia Opoku releases the ball. It's a ding-dong affair in the heart of midfield. Sonia Opoku tries to get the ball, but she's now down. It's a counter-attack on the other side for Hassacas ladies, who managed to find the back of the net. And it is no other person than Doris Bwedua. Doris Bwedua. And it's a goal for Hassacas ladies.
Esther, Doris Bwedua, this is her third goal for Hassacas ladies in the FA Cup, not the women's women. This is a wonderful goal. Listen, the goalkeeper was out because the defenders were actually running Doris Bwedua. Nobody was going to attack her. The point was that Doris Bwedua, you could see she was going to score. Either bring her down, get a free kick or something. But you are now waiting. Your goalkeeper had no option than to come out. And then Doris scored her third goal for the FA Cup.
It's often said that when the times get very tough, you would have to rely on those that have the perseverance, the experience, and the zeal to produce results for you. Hassacas ladies once again are forefront of affairs here at the Accra Sports Stadium. They've already managed to get a goal in the first half. And it is Doris Bwedua who had the goal for Hassacas ladies. The two ladies are doing it. Sonia Opoku trying to get the ball in the defense of Hassacas ladies, but it has been cleared. A flick there. Pemba was trying to give a flick as a pass to locate Milot, but it was intercepted, and it's now a throwing advantage going in favor of Ampem Darkoa ladies. 27 minutes of action, and the Hassacas ladies are already in the lead. And it's a goal kind courtesy of Doris Bwedua. And it's like since the ball entered the back of the net of Ampem Darkoa ladies, their level of intensity seems to have quite risen.
Well, Esther, that you are expecting that women, Hassacas ladies, remember last week when they scored the first goal in the first half and then they came in, scored another goal before we went for a break. I am hoping that Hassacas ladies will pick themselves up and not let be down, because we have more time to go. What happened last week shouldn't happen again. You conceded, then you went back to sleep.
When you concede, you have to probe further, because you conceded as a result of your inability to probe very well. Ampem Darkoa ladies here with the ball, but Grace Banwa gets an easy catch. Hassacas ladies are already in the lead here at the Accra Sports Stadium. It's the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup between Hassacas ladies and Ampem Darkoa ladies. After 28 minutes of action, it's Hassacas ladies 1, Ampem Darkoa ladies 0. The ball is now in the heart of defense, but has been cleared. Referee whistles for an infringement in favor of Ampem Darkoa ladies, and it was Abena Opoku who was fouled in defense.
Well, that was obviously that was a foul. From Doris Bwedua from the back of Abena Opoku. Obviously, the referee got it right, and I don't know, but that wasn't a good tackle from a striker like her.
Hassacas ladies are trying to mount an attack again on the defense of Ampem Darkoa ladies, who managed to clear it, but it wasn't well cleared. Pembela Mankwana with the ball, and she locates their captain, Evelyn Edri, who releases the ball. And it's an advantage going in favor of Hassacas ladies. And this time around, the most fouled player has fouled another player. 30 minutes of action here at the Accra Sports Stadium, the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup. It's a live coverage made possible, kind courtesy of Max TV Ghana. Grace Banwa with the ball. She manages to find her captain, Janet Edri, who releases the ball to Azuma Bugri. Hassacas ladies trying to launch another attack on the defense of Ampem Darkoa ladies. It's a pass for Milot Opoku, who was given a hot chase by Mavis Owusu. She was given a hot chase by Comfort Yeboah. And it's a throwing advantage for Ampem Darkoa ladies, quickly taken in. But has been headed away. Over 31 minutes of action here at the Accra Sports Stadium. The scoreline is 1-0 in favor of Hassacas ladies. Sonia Opoku with the ball there, and she has managed to escape the attack of Azuma Bugri, releases the ball, and Mavis Owusu tried to go for the goal instead of trying to release the pass.
I mean, I'm very disappointed. When you play like Mavis Owusu from her under 17 days with the likes of Mukarama and Milot Abina Popo from the wings, she's loaded for you run, then you release the ball, run, get the ball, pass it, run, get the ball, cross it. I don't know why she decided to go for a goal.
Ampem Darkoa ladies are still probing, trying to get the equalizer in the first half, but it has been cleared off. Nana Darkoa, the coach of the side, seems to be dissatisfied with the attack.
Well, I don't know what. Okay, so the coach is actually complaining about this attack from Abuguri to on his striker. He seems not to be happy with the referee decision. But then, good save from Grace Banwa from that. If not, Ophelia would have equalized for Ampem Darkoa ladies.
I'm definite that you wouldn't want to slack once again. They considered in the first half, thought that they could have negotiated for better results in the second half. In reference to last weekend's final of the Women's Premier League, but they couldn't, and then ended up losing the trophy to Hassacas ladies. It's once again another final for Nana Darkoa and his side, Ampem Darkoa ladies. And after 33 minutes of action, they are trailing here at the Accra Sports Stadium. It's a corner kick advantage going in favor of Ampem Darkoa ladies, and it's Otra Presla who is behind the ball. Will they be able to at least get the equalizer through the set piece here? She quickly takes it in, but it has been smashed wide by Mawa, and it's a goal kick advantage going for Hassacas ladies. Grace Banwa quickly takes the ball in. Sonia Opoku with the ball in midfield. She was fouled this time around. She wasn't the offender. Would Ampem Darkoa ladies be able to get the equalizer in the first half? Nana Darkoa issuing instructions, telling his girls to take time and be precise with the ball, especially in the heart of defense of the Hassacas ladies. The ball is now in the midfield. Milot Opokua, who was the one who managed to intercept with the ball over there. Evelyn Yabua quickly gets the ball from Ampem Darkoa ladies, kicks it in, and it's now in the midfield. Hassacas ladies have gotten possession of the ball. Ball is quickly released to Quimbel, who manages to get past Sonia Opoku, but fails to get past Sewa Ophelia, who releases the ball back to Sonia, who tries to locate. But you can't trust Evelyn, you can't trust Janet Ajiri to clear it for you. Over 35 minutes of action at the Accra Sports Stadium. Ampem Darkoa ladies are still trailing here at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Esther, good performance from both sides, but then I've been impressed with the performance of Hassacas ladies so far. Not because they have scored the goal, but because of the fact that they have been able to maintain the level of performance that we saw last week compared to, same for this week. Ampem Darkoa ladies quite disappointing, especially when they conceded that goal. They seem to be a bit under pressure, and they seem to be making petty mistakes that in my view, that I think they shouldn't.
Last weekend, when they were overhauled, their major pretext was that the turf was an artificial one. They are now on a natural turf, and I'm wondering what their pretext will be this time around if they should end up losing this game. Ampem Darkoa ladies with the ball, trying to get into the half of Hassacas, but it has been cleared. Their level of intensity is not much to write home about. So, it was Priscilla Otri who was well composed with the ball and was trying to locate Sonia, who couldn't. And it's now a nearly attack on the defense of Hassacas ladies, on the defense of Ampem Darkoa ladies. Over 37 minutes of action. A player is down. Over 37 minutes of action, and it's a player of Hassacas ladies who is currently wallowing in pains and will be attended to by the paramedics.
Doris Bedua, the top scorer for Hassacas ladies in the Women's Premier League with 10 goals, top scorer for the for Hassacas ladies in the FA Cup with 3 goals. She is currently down. She's getting treated for that. We can only hope that it won't be any serious injury, because Hassacas ladies will be dependent on her. Her combination with Ophelia Abina Kokua, Malot Abina Kokua, Doris, and then Veronica at the top is doing the work for Yusuf Basigi. So you can only hope that it won't be any serious injury. She will get up and then continue the game.
She would have to get up and then continue with the game. Last weekend, Justice Nyamiwa couldn't continue as a result of an injury that she sustained in the first half and had to be substituted. And they would hope to have a full team, a full house, so that they will be able to annex the title once again. And if you are here at the Accra Sports Stadium, you would see how the supporters of Hassacas ladies are cheering them on to victory. Earlier in your shot was the coach of Hassacas ladies, Steve Bazigi, who seems to be quite dissatisfied, although his side is in the lead. Coaches are never satisfied with any form of results, especially when it's a vulnerable lead. And that is what Hassacas ladies have. We have a vulnerable lead here at the Accra Sports Stadium at the expense of Ampem Darkoa ladies. And it's Evelyn Bedua who is trying to locate Milot Opokua. But Comfort Yebua does her best to clear the ball. The ball is now in midfield. Sonia Opoku gets the ball for Ampem Darkoa ladies. She was trying to locate Sewa Ophelia, but the ball was intercepted. It's now in the possession of Hassacas ladies, and it's Quimble Amankwa who was with the ball and has managed to find support from Evelyn Bedua, who releases the ball. Very good possession. Well-composed football by the Hassacas ladies.
Hey, Azuma.
Referee whistles for Milot Opokua to be attended to, since she seems to be injured. It's over 40 minutes of action here at the Accra Sports Stadium. It's a live coverage of the Women's FA Cup, and it's live on Max TV Ghana. It's a final between Hassacas ladies as well as Ampem Darkoa ladies, and after 40 minutes of action, it's Hassacas ladies 1, Ampem Darkoa ladies 0.
Esther, I'm not surprised by the scoreline. I mean, it has been a fair lead for Hassacas ladies, beg your pardon, that I believe they have been the better side of these two sides. And then I'm hoping that Ampem Darkoa ladies, from the second half, they should give us a good game, because it seems to be a one-way kind of football for Hassacas ladies.
It's another attack that Hassacas ladies were trying to mount on the defense of Ampem Darkoa ladies. And it was Comfort Owusua who was trying to mount that attack. The ball is now in the heart of midfield. Janet Ejiri there with the ball. Ampem Darkoa ladies are trying to get the equalizer, but Mavis Owusu could not find the back of the net for her side.
Well, that was a good opportunity for Mavis Owusu to have scored. I mean, she missed it, and then Ophelia Sewa-Nkwansa also couldn't get it on time to actually just step in and then push a little bit push. Would have scored, and then it would have been a 1-1 for the Ampem Darkoa and Hassacas ladies. But a good attempt from Mavis Owusu.
A good attempt, and for the first time, the ball managed to bypass the potent defender, Janet Ejiri, and that nearly resulted in the goal. It's a foul advantage going in favor of Hassacas ladies. Over 42 minutes of action here at the Accra Sports Stadium. As the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup, Ampem Darkoa ladies facing it off with Hassacas ladies. And it's a vulnerable lead for Hassacas ladies. And it's now 3 minutes of additional time in the first half. Ampem Darkoa ladies are still probing. We are still trying to find answers in the defense of Hassacas ladies. And the referee has whistled for an advantage because Quimble Amankwa, who she pulled Sewa Amponsa down. Will they be able to get something better out of this set piece? They keep getting the set pieces at very critical and advantageous places, but they fail to get something meaningful out of it. Priscilla Autry behind the ball for Ampem Darkoa ladies. She quickly takes it in, but it has been cleared by goalkeeper Grace Banwa. The ball was not well cleared initially, but has been done now. And it's Doris Bwedua with the ball. She finds Evelyn Bwedua, who releases the ball back to her, but has been intercepted.
Well, Peterson and Evelyn Bedu, they are friends. I mean, the Black Princesses, they play together, so they know each other. So it's not surprising that whenever you see a foul against Evelyn Bedu,
it's
Peterson
an advantage. Well, it's an advantage. Will they be able to get the second goal? And she does. What a goal! What a goal! What a goal!
Esther Ayam.
And it says no other person than Milot Opokua, who has scored the second goal for Hassacas ladies. Hassacas ladies have gotten the second goal, and it is through their prolific striker, Milot Opokua.
Milot Opokua, her second goal in the Women's FA Cup so far. Second goal for her, second goal for Hassacas ladies today. Excellent. I like the level of her confidence. She was so confident enough to know that she could have bypassed the defender, bypassed the goalkeeper, and score. And I'm actually disappointed in the defense of Ampem Darkoa ladies.
Mahua was the one who couldn't be able to stand the fierce strength of Milot Opokua, and she ended up committing a howler that resulted in a goal. And it's now sort of an advantageous and a very good lead for Hassacas ladies to be able to get 2 goals in the first half, just like they did last weekend. And the referee has whistled for an offside. The composure of Hassacas ladies from the blast of the whistle is everything to be admired. They've been very consistent, have managed to hold on to the ball, whereas Ampem Darkoa ladies have not been able to do that. Referee whistles for an advantage in favor of Ampem Darkoa ladies. And it was Patience who was fouled. Grace Banwa issuing instructions to her defense to ensure that they marshal it well to avoid any goal in the first half that would end up making their lead very vulnerable. Sonia Opoku, Sewa Amponsa, and Patience behind the ball. Will they be able to get something out of this? But the ball has been lashed out wide, and it's a corner kick advantage going in favor of Hassacas ladies.
Esther, I don't think it was actually a good idea to have your top scorer, Ophelia Sewa Amponsa, at the back of the ball. You have Sonia Opoku at the back and then Priscilla Ocho at the back when you actually need them in the post in case they are supposed to head and they'll be able to head and get you at least a consolation goal. But then we saw it was a wasted opportunity in my view.
And finally, the referee has whistled to bring proceedings of the first half to an end. And it is Hassacas ladies who have managed to find the back of the net twice in the first half. Goals kind courtesy of Milot Opokua and Doris Wedua. And they had these goals in the first half. Just like last weekend that they managed to get 2 goals in the first half. They've done that once again here during the first half. And it's the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup. You're watching it live on Max TV Ghana. What will the second half bring to bear? Sonia Opoku already looking very disappointed. I'm definite her disappointment will be in her own self as well as her teammates. So it began like this with the first goal from Doris Wedua for Hassacas ladies, her composure and how she managed to raise her head, find an acute angle in post to get the goal. And here Maua failed to ensure that she gets Milot Opokua off the ball, and she ended up getting the second goal for her side. Milot Opokua with the very similar characteristics of a very forever angry striker in a game. So it ends here at the Accra Sports Stadium at the end of 45 minutes. It's Hassacas ladies who are leading by 2-0 at the expense of Ampem Darkoa ladies.
Esther, just like last week, am I disappointed? No. Exciting game. I mean, Sonia Opoku goes into the dressing room a bit disappointed because she has been good.
Ghana, get ready to win big with only one Ghana City. Lucky Win is the biggest online casino in Ghana with lots of options for you to win big. Bosu Wankasa. With only one Ghana City, you stand a chance of winning a cash prize of 1 million Ghana Cedis paid instantly into your mobile money wallet. In addition, you win for yourself smartphones, curved TVs, laptops, TCL air conditioners, and many more. So register for free today with a valid mobile phone number on www.luckywin.com.gh or download the Lucky Win app at Google Play to begin now. Lucky Win, bit less, win big.
I go win, you go win, you go win, I go. adesima makensi kesie bi nam kwaso a eba na samria make us nya agini ababedu dada na mpanifo kasa bi a omokan ye se aboa bomochiche frinsu ase beka kire so don kyam atimi awu a manyina chinyi enkosu se otemu dada mihyem memfa wansa ensum wano na ensia pene woso sori ani nyina yemfo ye ho nkose aye agodie no mu bi enu ane se wo log up akọ www.biggameghana.com na wo dem edata na wo log up se pa ube wini o chance se ube wini aye brand new techno phones wini murumfie do watwea ontimi nto aba we bi oh la la ma shemi go da
Hello, my friends. My name is Kelkit Toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky whiter, chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kelkits, happy smile.
Telenovela we ache for mankasa. Hey, ade odon so ye by force. When you be en namfo a, e was a chinchina odo wana na oba timi chinchin nipa adwen mane refi nechi. E dada na mane ware no. Sane na wo. Na we enye beya na eye nipa bonensem. Every 5th July, ye be pia the better half across 7 p.m. sharp. Max TV novelas dear. Yes, so kase a double. Max TV, home of telenovelas. Ya jiabose.
Don't call me. Enjoy up to 50% discounts or free gift items on any products you buy. We have the latest smartphones with amazing specs, be it camera, battery or storage. There are loads of electronics and home appliances available. Get your TV sets, air conditioners, washing machines, fridges, blenders, microwaves, all from global brands like TCL, Chick, Samsung, and many more. Walk into any Mobile Zone or Electronics Hub shop now and enjoy these amazing sale offer from 25th June and 2nd July 2021. You can also buy online at www.mobilezone.com.gh and enjoy free delivery to selected areas. Contact Mobile Zone on 054 401 9552 or follow us on social media, Mobile Zone Ghana.
It's time for the TCL Fala Friday. This Friday, 2nd July 2021, TCL is giving up to 50% discount on all items in their showrooms. This means every item you buy, including TVs, washing machines, air conditioners, fridges, and so much more, you get up to 50% discount. No long talk. Walk into any TCL showroom across the country and enjoy this amazing discount only on Fala Friday, or call 0202-698-398 or visit store.tclghana.com. TCL Fala Friday from TCL. TCL, the creative life.
It's the GPL, the only league that matters. On Saturday, 3rd July, we begin our coverage in Obuasi, where wounded Kumasi Asante Kotoko face relegation threatened and desperate Ken Faisal at the Lenkley Sports Stadium. Kickoff is at 3 p.m. Next, we move to the capital, Legon Cities versus Bichem United at the Accra Sports Stadium. This match kicks off at 7 p.m. This will be after the Women's FA Cup final between Hassacas ladies and Ampem Darkoa ladies as a curtain raiser. On Sunday, it's a matter of life or relegation for Liberty professionals when they host Kabrela United in Sogakope. Kickoff is at 3 p.m. This will be followed by a titanic clash in Cape Coast, where Accra Hearts of Oak dare Ebisuan Dwarfs in a relegation versus title contender encounter. It's the GPL, the only league that matters.
Yo, I'm a water. Me ready me di mumbo, why? Oh, bye. You the fella?
Nungwa Plejo. Nungwa Traditional Council in collaboration with Liberty Industry Limited, Bukeke, have present Nungwa Plejo Street Carnival 2021 on the 5th of June. The venue is Nungwa Manche Abuna. Time is 5 p.m. sharp till you drop. The special guests are Obuadia Nochekim Professor Odefio Lenshi III, Paramount Chief of Nungwa Traditional Area, President of Nungwa Traditional Council and Vice President of Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, and Nibo Chelaye II, Nungwa Kotobabi Manche and Nungwa Jasite. Sponsors are Liberty Industry, Villa Posilipo Beach Resort, Serenity Beach Resort, The Place Beach Resort, Green TV, Clue Multimedia and Enrich Estate Limited. Remember, all the COVID-19 protocols will be observed.
Mami sheto kakre. Mami kobi ni bie. Padiene kakra pete swe. Wesi slay huki mi bie.
Hello and welcome to the first 45 minutes, which has ended here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Hassacas ladies against Ampem Darkoa in the Women's FA Cup. Hassacas are leading by 2-0. Doris Bwedua and Milot Abna Pokua scoring the goals for Hassacas. I still have Na and Gifty with me. First 45 minutes, breathtaking. Hassacas are leading by 2-0.
Definitely. It goes out to show that Southern Zone is really strong. The team is stronger than Ampem Darkoa because if you've lost by 4-0 to just last week, you have to do your own work well. Well, they played so well. Ampem Darkoa has really played well. And I said that if there's any player they should be afraid of, it should be Doris Bwedua. And then look at the goal that she scored. But for the second goal, the defender could have done something about that. She didn't, and then they scored. So I think that so far so good. Whether they can come back to equalize or go on to win the game, that one, it will all depend on the coach's tactics and then some substitution that he needs to do, because you realize that somebody like Wisla Otri is not clicking for Ampem Darkoa in the middle, and Kudok is also not pulling. So maybe 1 or 2 changes in the second half will do for Ampem Darkoa.
Okay, Gifty, Ampem Darkoa started brightly today, unlike the last time they played them at the Medina Astro.
Yes.
They started well, they had some good possession, then they crumpled, allowing Hassacas ladies to score 2 goals.
Okay, so from the look of things, I think both teams are doing very well. Both teams are doing very great. And the Hassacas strikers, they are doing their job. And before the Ampem Darkoa strikers could have their breakthrough, it's going to take a lot of work to get a goal in the net. And I think both teams are working on how to not to cause more fouls and all of that. And Hassacas, they are doing well. Ampem Darkoa, I do really know they are doing well, because like what you said, first half, like 20 minutes, they were all doing very well, keeping the ball in a good possession, and all of a sudden. But I'll just give the credit to the Hassacas strikers because they are doing very well.
Now let's look at that first goal. Ampem Darkoa starting really well. Evelyn Yeboah, the goalkeeper of Ampem Darkoa, made a beautiful save. Then she comes out of the post, and Doris Bodua had the easiest of tasks to slot the ball into an empty net. That goal, you could see that the captain of Ampem Darkoa, that is Justice Trinidad, was very, very angry with the goalkeeper.
Well, it was left with the goalkeeper and then the striker coming with the ball. The only thing she could have done is just to come out so that to make the space narrow for the player not to score. But unfortunately, you are playing with a striker that can even hit the ball from long range. Talk less of meeting you one-on-one. She will score you. Yeah. So I don't think it's a situation whereby we need to blame the goalkeeper too much. The midfield broke down. The defenders also made a mistake. And then Doris had the ball. There's no way she's going to miss that ball. So blaming the goalkeeper for coming out isn't the issue here. They need to do what they must do to stop Hassacas from scoring more goals.
Okay, so let me go to Gifty. After Ampem Darkoa conceded that first goal, then they had a chance of their own. Ophelia one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but couldn't score. This is a player who has scored 17 goals in the just ended Women's Premier League.
Right. I think, we footballers, sometimes it's not, we think faster than how we react towards it. Yeah. Maybe she could have done better or played it very well to get the goal, but rather unfortunate. There was a defender too beside her, and she was thinking that maybe the defender will, interfere with her kicking, and that's why she wasn't able to have the good kick to put the ball in the net.
But how do you see the battle between her and Ejiri? Because it seems Ejiri is getting the better of her game.
I won't even say much because everything is clear. There is no better defender in the Women's Football League here in Ghana. Ejiri is the best, and she's just doing amazing well. Everything that she's doing, she's just doing what she has learned and actually doing her best. And it will just take a very great job for the Ampem Darkoa strikers to have their breakthrough.
Okay, so now let's come to the second goal. Milot gets one-on-one with the defender. She never gives up, brushes off the defender, gets the ball. The goalkeeper had already covered the first ball, but she managed to put that ball in the net.
Of course, because the goalkeeper has already covered the first ball, but then she was down. She was close. She thought the defender could have cleared the ball. But Milot, as you know, we all know that she's a very good goal scorer. The kind of goals that she scored, these are the goals that she scored. Milot is not the player that is going to score you that long range. She wants to get that one-on-one, the tight corners, and then she score you. So I was not even surprised that
she second half, what should Ampem Darkoa do? Because they are down by 2 goals.
Like I said, coach, I think he has also seen that some of the players are not pulling their weight. Somebody like Ochiri and then Kundok. I would expect that she made some changes in the midfield, because you can see that maybe Sowusu is doing the rounds for them at the right hand side, and then even Ophelia is doing all possible best. But for Janet, she would have at least gotten a goal and all that. So coach will just focus on the midfield and try and then make some changes, and I think maybe they can come into the game and then equalize or maybe go on to win.
Okay, for Gifty, Hassacas, are leading by 2 goals. Coach Yusuf Bazigi has the luxury of even twisting the system. But what do you think he should do? Should he edge the girls on to get the third goal, or just relax and play the second 45 minutes?
I think individually all the players from Hassacas ladies are on fire because their temperature or hype is very high. And I think Coach Bazigi, he already knows what he's doing, and he knows what all the players are capable of. So he's actually not putting any much. I could see from the sideline, he's not really doing anything much because he has already told them what to do for him. So they are just delivering what he has asked for. And I think the team is doing very well.
Okay, now would you want to see Tracy come in? Tracy Chu. She is on the bench for Ampem Darkoa, a striker who has scored 5 goals in the just ended league.
I think the strikers up front for Ampem Darkoa today is not doing bad at all. I want to see a certain Jennifer Usua at the midfield for Ampem Darkoa. That could at least change something small for them. But I wouldn't want to see so much change in their front line.
Okay, do you think Ophelia should switch positions? Because Ejiri is matching her boot for boot and she's not getting the breathing space.
I think today Ophelia has done better than she did last week because of the runs that Mavis is doing. And so for Ophelia, the least things that she can do, maybe she can switch with Mavis for her to go, and then maybe she'll get a chance because she had a superb chance, one-on-one situation. She missed it.
Okay, so you've heard from Na and Gifty. We'll come back after 90 minutes and analyze the second half. I hand over to our commentators, Esther Abankwa and Aisha Zakaria.
If you go miss some, Mike will make it. You go miss some. MC.
Once again begins here at the Accra Sports Stadium. It's the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup. It's a live coverage coming to you from the screens of Max TV Ghana. They have made it possible. The first half ended with a 2-goal advantage in favor of Hassacas ladies. Ampem Darkoa ladies have begun the second half with a certain turns of energy, trying to make amends for the 2 goals that they conceded in the first half. The ball is now in the heart of midfield. Ampem Darkoa ladies trying to probe and then launch an attack on the defense of Hassacas ladies, but Grace Banwa easily gets it for her side. She quickly releases the ball, and Ampem Darkoa ladies have managed to reclaim possession, but it ends up in a foul advantage for Ampem Darkoa ladies. It was Milo Topokua who committed that particular offense. A set piece advantage for Ampem Darkoa ladies, quickly taken into the heart of defense of Hassacas ladies, but they've maintained their composure and cleared it away from their defense, although not clearly cleared away. And it's now an advantage for Hassacas ladies. 2 goals lead in the first half, and Hassacas lady would be hoping to either add more to it or perhaps be able to maintain their 2-goal lead advantage for the end of proceedings. And as it stands, Malo Topokua is currently on the ground and has been injured.
Well, a good start from Ampem Darkoa ladies. I like how they started the game with a bit of eagerness, a bit of seriousness, a bit of, at the back of their mind, there's something at stake. If the game continues like this, it means that the second trophy has been snatched from their hands from the same opponent last week and today.
And she's been attended to by the paramedics here at the Accra Sports Stadium. It's a foul advantage in favor of Hassacas ladies. They will be looking forward to quickly launch it in as they try to probe further for more goals in the second half. The intensity, the pace, and the energy level of Ampem Darkoa ladies seem to have doubled a little bit in the second half. Sonia Opoku with the ball, making a surging run into the half of Hassacas ladies. Will she be able to bypass Janet Ediri? She quickly does that and releases the ball, but it has been cleared, and it's a counter here for Hassacas ladies. Will they be able to get the 3rd goal? Doris Bwedua was unable to make a meaningful use of the opportunity that they had.
Esther was a good run from Sonia Opoku. That was an excellent drive she had there. But then Hassacas ladies got the game, got the ball, and then Doris Bedua, I believe she could have done better with the ball because, I mean, obviously she wasn't the only person in the yard. There was Veronica Opia option for her to pass to Veronica Apia, but she didn't and decided to go for the solar project, and it didn't end well for them.
Hassacas ladies were trying to get another attack on the defense of Ampem Darkoa ladies. What would be the outcome here? If you've just tuned in, you are watching the live coverage of the Women's FA Cup Grand Finale here at the Accra Sports Stadium. It's Hassacas ladies who are facing it off with Ampem Darkoa ladies. These two sides are the two finalists of the Women's Premier League. They met last weekend at the Medina AstroTurf, where we witnessed the overhauling and humiliation of Ampem Darkoa ladies by Hassacas ladies. They had 4 goals in that fixture. Here they are once again, another grand finale. Another grand finale of the two sides involved. The first half ended with a 2-goal lead for Hassacas ladies. And Sonia Opoku, who is the prolific striker of Ampem Darkoa ladies, is trying to ensure that she gets a goal in this grand finale. Having been able to get over 17 goals in the northern zone, progressing to the grand finale without a goal, and then being in another final. Abena Opoku with the ball, she was trying to locate Nampika, who couldn't get the ball. And it's a goal kick advantage in favor of Hassacas ladies. Grace Banwa is there to ensure that she gives them a kick.
Well, Esther, I like what Ampem Darkoa ladies are doing so far. Great performance from the team, great teamwork from Sonia, from Mavis. Their combination totally excellent with Ophelia Sewa Mponsa up front, waiting for the ball to be passed to her so that she will do what she does, but that is scoring.
It seems like the second half, Hassacas ladies are unable to even bypass the midfield. Talk less of getting to the half of Ampem Darkoa ladies. It's obvious Nana Adakwa has ensured that he issued stern instructions to the ladies that he wouldn't want to be humiliated once again. This is a different venue with a different atmosphere. They need to give him a different result. It's a set piece advantage into the half of Hassacas ladies, but the referee whistles for an infringement. And Janet Adri is there. She releases the ball to their goalkeeper, Grace Banwa, to issue a kick in. The pace and the strength level of Ampem Darkoa ladies in the second half is quite commendable. If only they had such momentum in the first half, had been tactically disciplined, ensured that they held on to the ball, I don't think they would have at least considered those 2 goals that they did. Abena Opoku with the ball into the half of Hassacas ladies, but it has been cleared. It's now a sort of a one-way and one-sided affair. Sonia Opoku was trying to get that very skillful pass over Quimble.
Well, Esther, as you mentioned, it seems like it's a one-sided game for Ampem Darkoa ladies. I don't know what Coach Nana Darkoa told them, but then obviously it is working for them. If you watch, as we started the first half, Ampem Darkoa ladies have been dominating, and I think if they keep this up, we should expect a goal from this.
Ampem Darkoa ladies have at least the next 40 minutes to renegotiate for better results here at the Accra Sports Stadium. It's the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup, and you're watching the live coverage on Max TV Ghana. Ampem Darkoa ladies are squaring it off with Hassacas ladies, and a surging ball into the half of Hassacas ladies, but it was well guided by Janet Ejiri. So it's a goal kick advantage going in favor of Hassacas ladies. Coach Yusuf Bazigi, his side, a holler of a kick from Grace Banwa, and it was Mavis Owusu who was trying to at least get the ball into the back of the net for Ampem Darkoa ladies, but it was cleared.
Mavis looked disappointed. Obviously, anybody will be disappointed. I believe that was a good opportunity for them. But you have someone like Janet Ejiri at the back that you cannot bypass her. And from Mavis, she tried, she couldn't score. Ball went to Ophelia, tried, she couldn't score. I mean, they should keep this up. This is the kind of pressure that Hassacas ladies will fall. So you give them this kind of pressure, they make mistakes at the back, and then you'll be able to score and equalize if possible.
Will they be able to have the deficit reduced as they conceded 2 goals in the first half? We've played almost 50 minutes of action here at the Accra Sports Stadium, and it's Ampem Darkoa ladies who are still trailing here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Who will emerge victorious? Don't forget, if Hassacas ladies manage to win today's FA Cup title, it will be the first time that a side has annexed a double in a single season, because they've already won the Women's Premier League, and this is the FA Cup. They are making another surgeon probe into the heart of defense of Ampem Darkoa ladies. But referee whistles for an infringement.
Well, we have Evelyn Bedu, who is down, and Coach Basiki seems to be very upset with that tackle, and then Bedu is actually one, and they also have another player of Ampem Darkoa ladies who is also down, also on the ground crying. We can only hope it is not a serious injury. It doesn't look that serious, but then the players are down, they need to be attended to.
And the paramedics have rushed on to ensure that both players are well attended to here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Would ladies be able to do it once again here at the Accra Sports Stadium? Will they be able to once again reassert the authority so far as Women's League or women's football is concerned in the country? At least we have the next 30 to 35 minutes to tell. Hassacas ladies have their fans here cheering them in their numbers, whereas Ampem Darkoa ladies are hoping for nothing but at least a respectable scoreline at the end of proceedings.
Esther, you have Princela Autry coming out with holding a hand. Hopefully it won't be anything serious, and the paramedics are obviously complaining to the referee. They are not happy with that kind of tackle. They were at least expecting a card for that incident. But Evelyn Bedu is on her feet going back into the game.
Well, let's hope that she quickly recovers and gets back into the side to assist her team. Janet Adri, they had the clearance. And then Mawa also found Sonia Opoku, who is trying to run past Quimble Amankwa, who gives her no chance. It's now Ophelia Sewa, who was trying to get bypass Regina Entry, who would also, on the other hand, leave no stone unturned. The energy level and the strength and intensity of Ampem Darkoa ladies in the second half is quite admirable. They now have a set piece advantage, which is a corner, and would be hoping for a very good delivery, but unfortunately, it's not all that of a good one. Sonia was trying to go past her markers, but couldn't enter into the half of Hassacas ladies, and it's a goal kick advantage going in favor of Hassacas ladies.
Well, Esther, that was a good run from Comfort Yeboah, the discovery of the year for the Women's Premier League. She has been great for me in the wings for Ampem Darkoa ladies. She needs to get the ball. She needs to be crossing the ball for Ophelia, who can head it or either chest it and then score. But Sonia Opoku, fans are clapping for her because of her excellent performance so far.
Sonia Opoku is a delight to watch. She has gotten this dancing feet and has gotten the ability to put fans on edge. It was a very good delivery into the half of Ampem Darkoa lady Sonia Opoku trying to find Princela Autry, but Grace Banwa gets an easy save for her side. Quickly delivers it in, trying to find Doris Bwedua, but it's Abena Opoku who is on the ground now and has to be attended to.
Well, Abena Opoku, I believe she has been good in the midfield for Ampem Darkoa ladies. Most of the times you find her on the wings trying to run and then get the ball, cross the ball to either Sonia or Ophelia, or Mavis, who is up front for Ampem Darkoa ladies. She has been great, and I just hope that she can able to get in at least 2 good crosses for Ophelia to head in, or even Mavis, who is also there waiting and ready to score.
If you are looking for good finalists, so far as women's football is concerned, look no further than Hassacas ladies. They have very good record as far as finals is concerned, and their only defeat in the finals was to this familiar side, Ampem Darkoa ladies, way back in 2016. That was the only finals that they lost, having been to over 6 finals so far. And their strength, their charisma and determination on the field of play during every game is very, very admirable. Will they be able to hold on the fort, having had a 2-goal advantage in the first half, and march on to the finals of the game to become the first team or a non-security side to have won the FA Cup? Well, we have the next few minutes to decide.
Well, Esther, I mean, everything is working in the favor of Hassacas ladies, making history, doubling it, going into the Women's Champions League in Ivory Coast for the qualifiers. They seem to be confident, and this will actually boost their morale, boost their confidence level going into that competition. I have been impressed with their performance today and that of last week. We can actually hope that this game will serve as a good preparation ground for them going to meet other teams from the other countries.
If it's a good preparation, then we should have good hopes as well. Doris Bwedua with the ball was trying to make a surging run into the half of Ampem Darkoa ladies, but Maua this time around wouldn't be sluggish as she was in the first half. That resulted in a goal for Milot Opoku. It's over 65 minutes of action here at the Accra Sports Stadium, the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup. It's a live coverage on Max TV Ghana. And it's another surging run here by Doris Bwedua, but Maua did not allow her this time around. Sonia Opoku with the ball now. She quickly bypassed Quimbel Amankwa, tries to find Sewa Ophelia, but Janet Sajiri clears it. Evelyn Wedua there with that lovely pass to Veronica Appiah. Referee whistles that Evelyn Bwedu's attack on Abena Opoku was not right, and as such it's a free kick advantage to Ampem Darkoa ladies. They have the next at least 30 minutes to negotiate for better results here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Evelyn Bwedua gets the ball, releases it. They are trying to make a surging run, bypass. And the referee whistles for an infringement in favor of Ampem Darkoa ladies.
Well, that was, for me, that was a good tackle from Justice Trinibua, captain of Ampem Darkoa ladies. In short, I mean, Justice has been great. That is why she's the captain of the Black Princesses of Ghana. I think that was a good tackle. Luckily for her, she didn't get a card.
The two sides are still probing, whereas one is looking for more goals, the other is looking to reduce the deficit. Who will emerge victorious here at the Accra Sports Stadium? Although it hasn't really been that intense, it has been watchable. We've had series of events both in the first and the second half so far. Janet Ejiri heads the ball from her side. Sewa Ophelia tries to get bypass Janet Ejiri, but Janet Ejiri was able to get hold on to the ball, and it's now a corner kick advantage.
Well, Esther, that was a good clearance from Janet Ejiri. One will not be surprised because of who she is and the kind of player she is. But then for Ophelia Sewa Mponsa, I just hope that she will find a fit, because she is somebody that we know used to score a lot of goals, and she's comfortable when she's scoring for the national teams and for Ampem Darkoa ladies. And for her, a player like her not to be able to score in two finals, she seems to be a bit eager. She seems to be in a hurry to score, to get her name on the score sheet. She needs to to relax and calm down, and the goals will come. Because once you start to get eager and then start doing that, you commit mistakes.
So now it's Coach Nana Adakwa who is trying to bring in some fresh limbs to help another for his side to get a very good scoreline. Priscilla Otri has been substituted and has been replaced with Gifty. Asefwa, who is a striker and will be looking, she has been replaced by Jacqueline Opoku. Jacqueline Opoku will be coming in for Ampem Darkoa ladies, and she is replacing Priscilla Otri. And they will be looking forward for these fresh limbs to do quite a lot for them, because they have made another substitution, which makes it a double substitution for Ampem Darkoa ladies. It's now an advantage for Ampem Darkoa ladies. They keep getting this set pieces but are unable to get it, and it's Patience who has been substituted and has been replaced by Latifa. Coach Nana Adakwa is very eager to ensure that he gets a different scoreline today here at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Well, I think that they have been doing so well so far compared to the first half that we have witnessed. I like this Ampem Darkoa ladies in the second half, but that tackle from the two players, I mean, I believe that communication is key, especially for strikers or even midfielders. Once you are going in for the ball, you need to communicate to your opponent, because this is a foul that both of you committed. It wasn't you against a player from Hassacas ladies.
So let's see how best they will be able to do their communication well. So it's Latifa Abesi who comes in to replace Patience. So fresh limbs in for Ampem Darkoa ladies, as Nana Adakwa is not ready to take any chance at all. He's already down by 2 goals and has everything to lose if he doesn't vary his tactics. The grand finale of the Women's FA Cup live on Max TV Ghana. Ampem Darkoa ladies playing against Hassacas ladies with over 71 minutes of action, and it's Ampem Darkoa ladies who are trailing by 2 goals. Sonia Opoku. Sonia Opoku now gets the ball for Ampem Darkoa ladies. At least they know a goal would be a different momentum for them altogether as they search to get the 2 goals equalized.
A good run from Sonia Opoku, but then a good defense from Regina, who guided the ball to the hands of a goalkeeper, Grace Banwa. For me, I have been saying that if Janet Ejuri is great in the midfield for Hassacas ladies, it's because of a combination from Regina and then Linda Eshon, who started before she traveled.
Well, Sonia Opoku getting every 50-50 ball for her side. A surging run here by Sewa. A surging run here by Mavis Owusu, but has been quickly cleared. It was, however, a very narrow clearance as Ampem Darkoa ladies seek and look forward to surge once again. It's a good delivery into the half of Hassacas ladies. Into the half of Ampem Darkoa ladies. Veronica Apia was trying to at least control the ball, but Maua ensured that she cleared it.
Veronica Apia has been great for me. She came into the game with 2 goals, hoping to score her 3rd goal, but yet to come. She was one of the top scorers for Hassacas ladies before that finals when Doris took over.
It's a corner kick advantage, and it's been delivered by Doreen Copson into the half of Ampem Darkoa ladies. The ball was not well cleared, still posing as a threat, and it's a goal. But the referee has disallowed it. The referee says it's an offside. So the celebration, the intended celebration of Hassacas ladies has been cut short.
Well, the assistant referee was right there. She was close to the incident. She was running with the ball. She saw it. It was an offside. Unfortunately for Hassacas ladies, their celebration was cut short. They were hoping to get a 3rd goal, but then 3rd goal possible because of the time that we have. But that was an offside, and the referee got it right.
So it is Abena who was trying to test Grace Banwa from that distance, but Grace Banwa had a comfortable save. Action here at the Accra Sports Stadium, and it still remains 2 goals in favor of Hassacas ladies. It's the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup. Who would end up with the bragging rights? And the referee has issued a yellow card to Evelyn Bwedu for that challenge on Sewa Ophelia.
Well, Evelyn Bedu, she has been getting on the nerves of the referee, I believe, since the first half, and this, I believe, deserves a yellow card because the tackle, I believe, it's a tackle that she deserves that yellow card for. But then the referee, in my view, she has been good. She has been in control of the game, considering the fact that these are 2 big teams in Ghana. She has been great.
We have the trophy here in the glance of all the 2 sides, the supporters, the 2 sides on the field as well as the supporters. Who would end up with the trophy? And it's Evelyn Bwedua, who was recently yellow carded. Evelyn Bwedu of Hassacas ladies, who was recently yellow carded by the referee. The trophy is there in full glance for all to see. That gold shining trophy. Who will end up with it in who would end up with it at the end of the day? Sewa Opoku with the ball trying to find Owuswa Makwa. Will she get it? And Grace Banwa. She kept clean sheet last weekend during the grand finale of the Women's Premier League, and she's can again to keep another clean sheet.
Well, she mentioned that when she was speaking out, I had the opportunity to speak to her, and she said it wasn't easy keeping a clean sheet last weekend, but this week, today, she's doing exactly that. Her confidence level, the way she's able to control the defenders, is actually remarkable that she has a bright future as a goalkeeper.
So, Hassacas ladies have also brought in fresh limbs. Hassacas ladies have also brought in fresh limbs. Doris Bwedua would pave the way for success. Amenya to also come and assist as the side fights for the trophy. Doris Bwedua would go and pave way for success Amewa to also assist. It's almost 80 minutes of action here at the Accra Sports Stadium, the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup. It's a live coverage on Max TV Ghana. Ampem Darkoa ladies clashing with Hassacas ladies once again. And Ampem Darkoa ladies so far are in a comfortable lead. And they are on the edge of reasserting their authority so far as Women's League is concerned. They are reasserting the authority so far as women's football is concerned in Ghana.
As the women's football in Ghana is being controlled by these two teams, Hassacas ladies and Ampem Darkoa ladies. If you go to the Northern Zone, it is Ampem Darkoa ladies. If you want to go to the finals, beat Ampem Darkoa ladies and come. Southern Zone, if you want to go to the finals, beat Hassacas ladies and come. For the finals, it's being controlled by these two teams, and I'm not surprised that they have been able to qualify for the Premier League and then for the FA Cup. Great performance so far. As the league continues, we can hope that teams will start to challenge them, teams will start to come up, new teams will pop up so that we have fresh and new news. But then, not to take anything away from Hassacas ladies and Ampem Darkoa ladies. Excellent finals for us so far, and I believe that lovers of women's football are entertained.
It's been a pulsating second half here at the Accra Sports Stadium, with no goals, but it has been very thrilling. Both sides have intensified their pace, enthusiasm, their energy levels, and are poised for good results. However, Hassacas ladies have the next 10 minutes plus additional time to seek redemption. Sonia Opoku releases the ball to comfort Siabua, whose delivery was cleared, and it's now a corner kick advantage for Ampem Darkoa ladies. The two girls did it last weekend. They are on the edge of doing it again. The corner kick is delivered into the half of Hassacas ladies by Grace Banwa. Gets it. Her composure whenever the ball is with her. Her composure whenever the ball is not with her. And how she always issues instructions to her teammates is always a sight of beauty to behold. The midfield is currently being dominated by Hassacas ladies as Evelyn Bwedua releases the ball to Quimbel Amankwa, who could not control it and was dispossessed by Hassacas ladies. Is now a throwing advantage and another clearance. 82 minutes of action. Ampem Darkoa ladies 0, Hassacas ladies 2. If they have any salvation to pray for, if they have any salvation or perhaps redemption, they have the next 8 minutes to do that.
Well, Esther, I'm quite disappointed with the ladies of Great Olympics. I'm saying Great Olympics because they are wearing the colors of Accra Great Olympics, and Hassacas ladies are wearing the colors of King Faisal. So for great Olympics playing at home, you expect them to perform. But unfortunately for Ampem Darkoa ladies, they are not performing, and I don't understand because at the Medina Astroturf, the complaint was the Astroturf. The complaint was the floor line because they have never played on an Astroturf before this season. They have not played on the floor line. This is a neutral ground. This is a natural grass, and this is a neutral ground for both teams. Quite disappointing for Ampem Darkoa ladies. I was actually hoping that at least they'll give Hassacas ladies a tough time. Let's go into extra time and see what happens. But as it says, look at the time. It seems like Hassacas ladies are doing double, being the first non-service team to be in the FA Cup.
In football, others would argue that goals can even be scored in a microsecond. Would that be the situation? Would that be the narrative here at the Accra Sports Stadium? Ampem Darkoa ladies keep making changes to ensure that they get good results. It was a very good effort over there. Ampem Darkoa ladies will have to bring in fresh lips with Yanimnaya paving way. She's paving the way for Fatima Ejei to come in. Will the fresh legs being introduced have a very good print in the second half? It's a surgeon run here by Quimbela Mankwa. It was a surgeon run there by Veronica Apia, who was trying to find the back of the net for her side in order to get the third goal. But Evelyn Yabua managed to get it away. A corner kick advantage going in favor of Hassacas ladies. Ball was delivered, but it has been cleared off the line. It has been cleared off the line.
Esther, Evelyn Yabua has been great. No wonder she's the discovery of the year for the Women's Premier League. Listen, the girl has been in midfield. The girl, she goes to strike. She's at the defense. The girl is everywhere. She's actually helping Ampem Darkoa ladies not to concede more, helping them to at least get a chance to score. I am impressed with the performance of that young girl, Evelyn Yabua.
When they become the lead playmakers of their sides, they ensure they lead and lead well. And that's what the likes of Myla Topokua, Evelyn Bwedua, Doris, among the others, are doing here for Hassacas ladies. It's Veronica Apia who is also trying to launch an attack on the defense of Ampem Darkoa ladies. Obviously, a disappointed side because with the time left, it will be quite a very difficult comeback for Ampem Darkoa ladies.
Esther, a very difficult comeback, but not impossible. As you mentioned earlier, football, anything is possible. It's possible Ampem Darkoa ladies can score 2 goals in the next 2 minutes. But then, can they do it? Let's see. They need to get the ball to Ophelia Sewan Ponce. They need to give Sonia, they need to take they need to take Janet away from Sonia. Distract Janet Ejiri. Let Sonia have a free flow, and then at least she will be able to score.
And do you think Janet Ejiri can clearly and easily be taken out of the fraction when she is controlling the affairs and marshalling the defense of her side? Sewa Ophelia has to drop deeper for the ball. But it's gradually becoming a seemingly an impossible mission here for Ampem Darkoa ladies. Sonia Opoku with the ball, and as usual makes her teasing pass. And she is fouled. A player that constantly hits the ground. So it's almost 90 minutes of action here at the Accra Sports Stadium, the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup, live on Max TV Ghana. Hassacas ladies playing against Ampem Darkoa ladies, and it's Hassacas ladies who have a comfortable lead of 2 goals and are still in charge, controlling the ball, maintaining their momentum. And it's 5 minutes of additional time here. 5 minutes for Ampem Darkoa ladies to seek salvation.
Well, Esther, I mean, the other time, right, I heard some fans actually shouting when they saw the time. But then I believe that we had a lot of injuries that was treated on the field, and I believe the 5 minutes is fair enough. Hopefully, Ampem Darkoa ladies can get an not an equalizer, a consolation goal to take something home back to Techiman. I mean, you came to Accra 2 weeks ago, and you have conceded 6 goals in 2 finals. Not good for a champion like Ampem Darkoa ladies.
So 5 minutes of additional time here at the Accra Sports Stadium. The biblical salvation would have been easier, but for this athletic salvation, it will be difficult. They conceded 4 goals last weekend in the Women's Premier League finals, and they have so far conceded 2 goals as well. They've managed to at least try to hold on to the ball, but have not managed to get meaningful results out of those possessions. Sonia Opoku, a player that constantly hits the ground as a result of the tackles on her. And it's Azuma Bugri who has been yellow carded for that challenge on Sonia Opoku.
Well, for a player like Azuma, she knows the capability of Sonia. Bring her down. If you give her free room, she will run. Are you sure your midfielders or your defenders are not tired? Can they bring her down? So best option, just bring her down and get a card.
She has been all over. Sonia Opoku has been all over. Her dancing feet has been something that really puts fans both of her side and that of everyone here at the stadium on their feet. She's a delight to watch, and that was a free header there. A free header there for Ampem Darkoa ladies. Hassacas ladies were caught ball watching for the first time, and they nearly conceded a goal as a result of that.
Well, Esther, that was a free header for Mavis also. I believe that she could have done better with that free header, but she didn't. as I mentioned earlier, strikers seems to be angry. They seems to be agitated when they want to score and they are not getting the chances to score. They'll start to make this kind of mistake. She could have taken her time, free header, score and get a consolation goal.
Ampem Darkoa ladies are trying to at least get a consolation goal here. Sonia Opoku gets the ball and is, as usual, goes back by her marker. She gets the ball back and is fouled. When it comes to easily going bypass her man, she does that and does it well. And I'm not too surprised that she still remains the most fouled player on the pitch. We've played over 4 minutes of the 5 additional minutes. It was Abesig who nearly had a consolation goal for her side, but Grace Banwa managed to clear it off, and it's now a corner kick advantage for Ampem Darkoa ladies. But once again, Grace Banwa easily gets the ball.
Esther, with the kind of ball that a player like Sonia is playing, you shouldn't want that, because this girl has been great. Unfortunately for her, injury took her out for almost 5 years. She's back now. This is her first season after the injury, and she's making it.
It's another opportunity for Sonia Opoku with the ball. Will she be able to get the consolation goal? And that's good defense of Hassacas ladies have managed to clear the ball. Sonia Opoku has been all over. Look at
that was a great run, and that's what I mentioned. I mean, I don't understand why a player like this was on the bench and you brought her in with just 20 minutes to end the game. She's this good. She's able to run, and she's able to run very fast. You should have brought her in the second half to make it for you, but then unfortunately, you brought her in. She cannot do anything. She can't do magic.
Sometimes coaches will tell you that they are the experts in their own field, but on other times too, they forget that they are humans just as the fans are and can see better than they do sometimes. Marlot Opokua with the ball, trying to get bypass. Abena Opoku, who wouldn't entertain that and clears it. It's now, we are into the dying embers of the game. Would they be able to get a consolation? And the referee whistles for an offside. The match seems to be quite interesting, however.
Very interesting game. Last 1 minute of the game, and we are having this kind of excitement. And then I wonder, Ampem Darkoa ladies, you had this in you. You had 90 minutes to do this. You couldn't 1 minute to go, and you are performing all these wonders. Very disappointed, but very exciting game. The fans are loving it. Everybody watching is entertained, and it's exciting.
It's been a pulsating second half. However, the referee has whistled. And it ends here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Coach Yusuf Bazigi once again proves to everybody that he is a coach that really knows what he's up to. His tactics, both last weekend and this weekend, has been everything. He's been all over, issuing instructions from the dugout to his ladies. We earlier on saw in our shots the CEO of Hassacas ladies, who is very impressed with the turn of events here, because it ends here at the Accra Sports Stadium. And once again, Hassacas ladies have managed to complete a double over Ampem Darkoa ladies.
a big statement from Hassacas ladies to all the teams in the league. Listen, this is their league. They are able to do it double. This is history that they have set. No team in Ghana have able to win the Women's Premier League and the Women's FA Cup in the same season. No team, apart from police ladies and prison ladies, have won the FA Cup. Non-service team, Hassacas ladies have done it. They have won double. This is a big statement going into the Women's Champions League that is starting on the 15th in Ivory Coast. Listen, Hassacas ladies are the champions of women's football. This is the team that we love to watch, and they didn't just win against any side. They won against Ampem Darkoa ladies. Ampem Darkoa ladies are one of the best teams in women's football. So for Hassacas ladies to be able to win a double against them, it means that Coach Yusuf Basigi, this is a great statement. He is the king of women's football in Ghana.
So, Sonia Opoku was adjudged the woman of the match here for her thrilling and, of course, consistent and exciting performance here at the Accra Sports Stadium. It was the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup. Last weekend we witnessed the grand finale of the Women's Premier League, a title that Hassacas lady announced, and today they changed venues, but their performance was not changed. The change of venue did not have any effect on their performance. They maintained their momentum, comported themselves. We saw the earlier goals here, where Doris Bwedua had the first goal for her side in the first half, after she managed to go bypass Mawa, and once again Mawa committed a howler here, allowing Milot Opokua to get the better side of her. That resulted in the second goal for Hassacas ladies. And those were the two goals that we had in the second half. However, in the first half was when we had the two goals. In the second half, we did not record any single goal, and it was even the second half that we had a very good and exciting performance from both sides.
Esther, a very entertaining game. As I mentioned before the kickoff, I was expecting an exciting game, and I had that. And I believe our listeners, our viewers, and the fans here at the Accra Sports Stadium, they are entertained. And I believe that those who doubt the excitement of women's football, they will change their mind. Congratulations to Hassacas ladies. No surprising that they have won, but I believe that they killed the game in the first half. Ampem Darkoa ladies, unfortunately, they didn't learn what happened last week. They came in this game with the same plan, and it fails. As a coach, I hope that when something happens, then you go home and then you correct your mistakes. But John Nana Darkoa seems not to get it. I mean, it's quite unfortunate that he has to lose two finals against Hassacas ladies. Very unfortunate.
Sonia Opoku there in your shot of Ampem Darkoa ladies, who is trying to at least have a pep talk with the officials and trying to register her dissatisfaction with some of the decisions that they took and made during regulation time. But she's a delight to watch. Someone would say she is the female version of the free Ebony of Hatsophone.
Well, Sonia, I mentioned earlier, we nearly lost this game through injury. We remember her back in the days from her under 17 time, the Princesses, when she started. So when she got injured, everybody was at the whole country. everybody was talking about Sonia. When you were not able to watch it, then you asked, why is everybody mentioning this girl? Some people thought it was hype, but I'm sure if you were able to watch last week's game or even just this week, you will understand why everybody is mentioning Sonia. Good to have her back. Can't wait to see her play for the national team. Excellent. I mean, fans of Hassacas ladies were actually clapping for Sonia when she got the ball on her feet. She's more than Messi. This girl is so talented. I can actually pray for injury-free for her going forward.
In the course of Revelation time, there were quite a number of decisions that were made by the officials of the day, by Alice, Pomi, Mary, and Salifu Barikisu, among others. We have in our short the president of the Ghana Football Association, who is here, together with the top hierarchy of women's football in the country. And I must use this opportunity to commend him for his ever-presence and support to women's football.
Rightly so. Before this administration, I mean, we teams were not getting medals for the games. You win the league, there was no medal. Teams were not getting money. Then things changed when he came along. Very, very good performance and very, I mean, his commitment to women's football is remarkable. I can actually pray that he will continue to invest more. He will continue to promote women's football, continue to set the right structures for women's football to grow. Madam Habibata, rep for women's football on the ESCO, she has been trying her best to leave the game. I mean, she started women's football in Ghana, so I'm not surprised that during the administration, we are seeing all these changes, we are seeing all this excitement in the game.
It's a beautiful sight to behold, especially if you are in the spectacles of Hassacas ladies. It was the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup here at the Accra Sports Stadium, where we saw the two finalists of the Women's Premier League meeting once again in a week. And it ended in a 2-goal advantage in favor of Hassacas ladies. So someone would say that the performance of Ampem Darkoa ladies was an improved one as against that of last week. Because for last week, they were overhauled by 4 goals. They've managed to reduce it. So the most valuable player of today's match, as I earlier indicated, Sonia Opoku. She was the woman of the match in today's final. Sonia Opoku, she was all over. And it's so disappointing for her that she didn't get a different result for her side this time around.
Sonia Opoku in their semi-final game against Tender Queen, she scored the only goal to qualify her side to the FA Cup final. She was actually hoping that, I mean, they will win something, but unfortunately, they couldn't make it. But Sonia has been great. I am sure that, I mean, the GFA president is telling her how great she is, and because everybody can attest to the fact that Sonia is great. She deserves this award.
Sonia Opoku exchanging pleasantries with the dignitaries here after she was adjudged the woman of the match here. A performance and an honor well deserved. And Yusuf Bazigi has also been adjudged as the best coach of the season. Yusuf Bazigi of Hassacas ladies, with her smile boldly written behind him. As their mantra says that they will do it, they have done it. They did it last weekend, they've done it this week as well. And here he is, been applauded by the dignitaries here for his exceptional coaching abilities.
Yusuf Bazigi has produced great female footballers for us, from the Samiras to the Jennifer Kakakujos. You just named Linda Sean, Janet Ejiri. He discovers these players, he trains these players call him daddy. Yusuf Bazigi, as I mentioned earlier, he's the father of women's football in Ghana. Not surprising that he has won the Coach of the Month for the Premier League, Coach of the Month for the FA, Coach of the Season for the FA Cup. Coach Yusuf Bazigi, as I mentioned earlier, he is women's football. That is what he do, and that's what he does best.
So Mavis from Northern Ladies is also been adjudged for her outstanding performance in the season so far as the FA Cup is concerned.
That's Rama Jafara of Northern Ladies. Rama is one of those players that you love to watch. She is equally good. When Mukarama Abdullah was at Northern Ladies, she wasn't quite up to the standard of Mukarama, so people were actually like doubting her abilities when Mukarama left. But Rafa has been great for Northern Ladies, and she deserves this award.
So Comfort Owusu here from Hassacas Ladies is also been honored for her performance in the Women's FA Cup. These are the most exciting moments of every player. So Evelyn Yabua of Ampem Darkoa Ladies has also been honored in today's game as the best goalkeeper for having conceded only 3 goals for the whole season. She conceded only 3 goals for the whole season. So Evelyn Yabua has been honored. And Sonia Opoku has once again been adjudged the most valuable player for the whole season. Sonia Opoku of Ampem Darkoa Ladies, the female version of Daniel Lafrie Barnier, the lady with the dancing feet, and the player who would rise up to the occasion on any given day.
Well, Sonia Opoku, most valuable player. Obviously, she has been great and she deserves this award. I hope this award will motivate her and her side going into next season, and they should continue doing their best. Because I mean, they are the champions of the Northern Zone, and they won. They came into the league so confident, so determined, and they came to meet Hassacas Ladies, who are champions of the Southern Zone, who have to meet the likes of Police before they qualify for this. So I mean, Sonia getting this, I believe this will motivate her. She shouldn't be disappointed. I know how disappointed it is to lose 2 finalists, but then I mean, we are having Sonia. She's great, she's talented, more opportunities for her, and quite actually for me, I just hope that she will continue like this, injury-free, and then we'll continue to see more and more of her. Next season, she might lead her team to win the trophy or even win a double too.
So it's the officials here that are exchanging pleasantries with the dignitaries here, and they have been given their honors for the good job done in today's finals. If you just tuned in, you are watching the live coverage of the Women's FA Cup final, a final that ended with a blissful result for Hassacas ladies, who won the trophy here after they scored 2 goals against Ampem Darkoa ladies. And now the first runners-up are marching for their individual honors. They did very well, haven't made it all the way from the northern zone, been very consistent so far as their performance was concerned, getting respectable results in every match, and then making it all the way here. And here they have been honored. Although it's not the results that they expected, they would hope to bounce back next season. They have been to 7 finals so far. They've been to 7 finals so far, and they've lost 5 of those finals. They will be hoping to make the needed rectifications. They will be hoping to better their performance, make changes where necessary, and come back stronger. Defeat is part of the game. You lose once, you go, you prepare, and come back stronger. And that's what Nana Darkoa, the coach of Ampem Darkoa ladies, together with his girls, would be hoping to do next season.
As that this Ampem Darkoa side, they are not bad. They are not bad, but they met a better side. They met a team that is going to represent Ghana.
So as runners-up, Ampem Darkoa ladies get to take home 10,000 Ghana cedis for being the runners-up of the Women's FA Cup.
Well, Esther, as I mentioned earlier, Ampem Darkoa ladies, they are not bad. Unfortunately, they met a better side. That is Hassacas ladies. The team itself, they are good, and then you have the coach who is well experienced, a coach who knows how to win trophies. So they shouldn't feel bad. I know how bad it feels to concede 6 goals in 2 finals. So, but then constant consolation in the fact that you met a better side. You met a side that is actually going to represent Ghana in Africa.
So it's Hassacas ladies who once again are marching on with smiles all over. They had honors just last weekend. They are getting another one this weekend as well. Last weekend was Women's Premier League final, where they won the trophy. They are walking home once again with another title. And it's the Women's FA Cup title. What else would they expect? They've managed to make it despite all odds. From the southern zone of the country, they have reasserted their supremacy. They've proven that indeed they are ever ready to represent Ghana at the CAF Women's Champions League. But would they be able to replicate the performance that they've done for this season? It's yet another narrative that we all hope to live to write together. The technical team officials of Hassacas ladies, and they have been presented with a check of 30,000 Ghana cedis for emerging as the winners of the 2020-2021 season of the Women's FA Cup. They take home 30,000 Ghana cedis. Last weekend, they took home 50,000. And this weekend, they are taking home 30,000. What a moment to be part of such a great team.
They need this money. Going into Africa, it is not easy. You have to travel, expenses and stuff. They need this money, a good money for them, 80,000 in total. They need this. This will actually boost them in their campaign, because money play a big role in playing in competitions like that. Even for the men, for the likes of Kotsoko, for the likes of Hasselfolk, for the likes of Midiama, Ashanti Gold, when they are going to play in Africa, they call on government to come to their aid. These monies like this will go a long way in helping you in preparation. A deserving win for Hassacas ladies, a good performance from Hassacas ladies. Truly, truly a good moment for women's football in Ghana.
So the much anticipated moment is here, whereby the president of the Ghana Football Association, Mr. Ketia Sokreku, together with the other dignitaries of the Football Association, are presenting the trophy to Hassacas ladies, and to do them the honor is their captain of the side, Janet Ejiri, who once again left the trophy on behalf of her team. A performance well deserved. A performance well deserved, and Hassacas ladies emerge winners of the 2020-2021 season of the FA Cup. Evelyn Wedua with the hot run there with the trophy, showing it off to the world. And it's indeed a beautiful sight to behold here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Hassacas ladies have been crowned the champions of the Ghana Women's FA Cup.
Well, Esther, very, very good season that we had. A good season from the Women's Premier League to the Women's FA Cup. Interesting game. And for the first time in history, this administration, the FA Cup was not just played in the northern zone and the southern zone. We had Ampem Darkoa ladies playing against immigration ladies. For the first time, a woman of the southern zone traveled to the northern zone. Team from the northern zone traveled to the southern zone. We had a good season, and this is a good game that has climaxed everything for us. I am actually happy that Hassacas ladies have won, and I believe that this is actually a right step in the good direction for us. 2020-2021 Women's FA Cup winners goes to the two ladies.
So it ends here at the Accra Sports Stadium, the grand finale of the Women's FA Cup, and Hassacas ladies have been crowned the champions of the FA Cup after they managed to get 2 goals advantage over Ampem Darkoa ladies. It ends here from the commentary position. I am Esther Abankwa. I did it together with
Aisha Zakaria Ali. It has been interesting. 2 games, 2 finals, 6 games in total.
So we hand over to Mutala for interviews.
Thanks very much, Esther and Aisha, for the commentary, sweet commentary that you gave us there. It's all over here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Ampem Darkoa losing again to Hassacas ladies, who have won their first ever Women's FA Cup title. But I have with me the most
Ghana. Get ready to win big with only one Ghana city. Lucky Win is the biggest online casino in Ghana with lots of
good in this game. Unable to score. What do you think should be done going forward? Because you played very well in this game.
Well, if you watch the game, you could see that mostly they are not allowing me to penetrate. Like whenever I turn, they kick me. But we need a lot of teamwork. You know, one person cannot really take on the team like that. You understand? So I alone cannot play. We need to come together, and we need to get more than one person to be a goal scorer. You know, when a lot of people can score, you know, a team can easily move forward. If this one can score, this one can score. So that was what happened to us today.
Okay, Sonia, commiseration and best of luck going forward. I wish you all the best of luck. You're a great player and you have a bright future ahead.
Thank you.
Coach. Yeah, I have the coach of Ampem Darkoa also with me, Coach Nana Joe Adakwa. Coach,
yes,
commiseration
sir.
First of all, losing this game. You lost to them last week. This time 2-0 again. Coach, what went wrong?
Oh, it's very disappointing. But what can I say? It's part of our job. So we are going back. We have to go and prepare. Maybe next year we can come back. Hopefully we can come back.
So do you side with the school of thought that are saying that this goes on to show that the southern zone is more competitive than the northern zone that you are playing?
Maybe currently I think so. But previously I've beaten Lady Strikers. I've beaten Basigi too. So as part of the game, this is part of our job. If you win, you are at the top. If you lose, you are down there.
So what next for this team? You have a very great team. The likes of Sonia Opoku displayed great ability in here. What next for this team?
Yeah, we have to go back there and make some inclusions. Maybe we can get what we want. We are going to make inclusions. 1 or 2 people will come so that next season, believe me, we will do something better than this.
Thanks very much, Coach. Commiseration and best of luck. I would be speaking with the winning coach as well, Yusuf Bazigi, who has joined me, full of smiles. This is a man who has paid his dues as far as women's football is concerned. Coach, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you
have
very much.
won the Women's FA Cup title, but you had won the Women's Premier League before. How does it feel to guide the Hassacas to win their first ever Women's FA Cup title?
Yeah, this is what I would say a dream come true, because it was our dream to win this FA Cup, because since the maiden edition we've never won, even gotten to quarterfinals. So this time round, when we got to quarterfinals, semi-finals, and for them finals, I knew that we were going to win, because we couldn't afford to see the trophy and leave it to go.
Okay, so coach, what next for Hassacas? The next journey is the Women's Championship, the African Women's Championship. How prepared are you?
Yeah, these events have prepared us enough to move ahead. So immediately from here, we are going to camp at Pram Pram to step up our preparation for the championship. So I think that we are on course.
Okay, coach, thanks very much. Best of luck. And I wish you all the very best when you go to the African Championship. Coach Yusuf Bazigi, the winning coach, is full of smiles here because he has just won that prestigious Women FA Cup. But I still have my ladies here with me. Quick one before we go. Nabadina, game has ended. Hassacas ladies winning the FA Cup.
Yes, they've shown their supremacy. They've now shown that when it comes to women's football in Ghana, they are the giants, not only the giants of the West. But they always say that they are the giants of the West, but now they've proven that in Ghana, when you want to mention women's football, you have to mention them and then you mention other teams. So I think Bazigi and the girls have really done well. I heard him saying that they are going to come straight away to come so that they'll prepare for the qualifiers of the CAF Women's Champions League. We are expecting something spectacular from them. We don't expect them to go, because if you can conquer the whole of Ghana, it means that when you go to Africa, you should prove a point.
Okay,
so
I'll give you a quick one. The team has won the double, winning the Women's Premier League and the Women's FA Cup. They will be going to Africa. Should they make additions to the team, or the team has quality enough?
The team is okay. I think they just need to work more hard and then go and win display what they showed here today, because they did really well today, and I'm really impressed about individual players and also from the coach.
Okay, thanks to my ladies, Gifty and Navadina, for joining me at the pitch side, and also to Esther Abankwai and Aisha Zachary for bringing us that sweet commentary. It's all over here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Hassacas ladies are the champions of the Women's FA Cup. This is where we draw the curtains on our live coverage of that game. My name is Mutalai Akubu. Do stay with Max TV.
Ghana, get ready to win big with only one Ghana cedi. Lucky Win is the biggest online casino in Ghana with lots of options for you to win big. Bosu Wankasa. With only one Ghana cedi, you stand a chance of winning a cash prize of 1 million Ghana cedis paid instantly into your mobile money wallet. In addition, you win for yourself smartphones, curved TVs, laptops, TCL air conditioners, and many more. So register for free today with a valid mobile phone number on www.luckywin.com.gh or download the Lucky Win app at Google Play to begin now. Lucky